Alright, we're going to look at some circles again. It says find the radius or diameter given the area of each circle. So, round your answers to the nearest hundredth. We'll talk about that as we do the problem. So, since they're talking about area, we want to write the area formula for a circle. A equals pi r squared. And so they tell us that the area is 113, so we replace the a with 113. And pi, we know is 3.14. And what we don't know is we don't know the radius, so we'll just leave that as r squared. And so now we just solve the equation like we normally would. We divide by 3.14 because this is next to the r, which means times, so the opposite of that is going to be dividing. So we're going to do this with the calculator. So 113 divided by 3.14 gives us 35.9872. 35.9872, which is equal to r squared. And so I don't want to round to my final answer. That's why I carried it out to 4 decimal places. The hundredths place in a number, so if I had a number 5.2478, the hundredths place is the second digit after the decimal. So we'll worry about that when we get to our answer. Okay, so now you see this r squared, and that means r times r is going to equal this number. So to get rid of that, the inverse of squaring something is to square root something. So on my calculator, with that answer still written there, I can just hit the square root button. And so I get 5.998 as my answer. 5.998, which is equal to r. And now since we're rounding to the nearest hundredths, we're going to look at that. We underline the 9 and we look at the number next to it. So since it's bigger than 5, we round up. So we're going to add 1 to this, which makes this, it's like $5.99. If I add a penny to it, it turns out to be 6.00 is equal to r. So our radius is just equal to 6. So you're going to try 1B now on your own. They tell you the area is 201, and so you're just going to plug that into your formula, divide by 3.14, and then take the square root. That'll tell you what your radius is. Oh, hold on, I messed up. This here is looking for our diameter, so I don't want this. If my radius from here to here is 6, that means this piece over here is 6, so that means my diameter is 12. Alright. In your problem, you're just looking for a radius, so you don't have to worry about that extra step. Alright, in 2a, we are going to try to find the radius that gives us a circumference of 36. In 2b, the problem you're going to do, you'll find the diameter. So now, since they tell us c, our circumference, we write the circumference formula. So 2 pi r. So our circumference is 36, which is equal to 2 pi times r. And so what I'm going to do is divide both sides by 2. And that gives us 18. Pi times r. And so now I'll divide by pi. And remember, pi is just 3.14. So when I get to this side, I write 3.14 because that's what I'm going to plug into my calculator. And do 18 divided by 3.14 was equal to 5.732. 5.732 is equal to our radius. And again, we're round to the hundredths place. So we underline the second digit, circle the one next to it. So if this number is 5 or bigger, we go up by 1. If it's less than 5, we leave it where it's at. And so our answer becomes 5.73 is equal to our radius. So you'll do 2b now. Remember, we're looking for the diameter, so you're going to have an extra step here when you get your answer. Start by writing your formula of C equals 2 pi r.